Greetings, humans. This is Shadowkus of Shadowkus Studios, and welcome to Assassin's Creed Origins. Yes, the revival of the. Whoops! Don't hit the mic. The revival of the Assassin's Creed franchise by going back to its roots. And as you can tell by the name of the studio, one of our favorite time periods, specifically Pharaoh's, because he's the one who bought the most expensive version of this he could with. Who that came out with this stuff? You know what we mean. Alrighty. So I'm going to do it. Good. Pharaoh wanted to record this himself, but he got too far. Something. I don't know what his was. I'm going to try, and if I can remember to, not use the club rewards for this, because, well, that would be lazy, and I guess we're not going to do that. So Pharaoh is a scrub, and is very not easy. We're not going to do that, and we're going to play on not quite as easy. Alright, let's get into it. Boop. I'm basically just going to shut up for the intro sequence, I think. Maybe. Except for this part, because this part is boring. Very shiny, though. Oh, now I'm gonna just shut up, I think. Ubisoft presents... Oh, water. Siwa Oasis, 49 BCE. It is not this resolution the entire time, I swear. That isn't... Those are elephant. Interesting. It's a bird. That must not be That's probably not comfortable. I missed this part. Pharaoh missed this part. Because I was there watching when he first played it. I think somehow, when we first loaded it up, originally, like some parts got skipped or something. Because this is not ringing a bell from when I watched him play it for the first time. Trust me, I've watched him play it, and Pharaoh's words and my own, this game is amazing. That is all I... Like... Remember all the Unity crap? Well, when you play this, Ptolemy, the Pharaoh. Not our Pharaoh, but the Pharaoh of that time. Not my Pharaoh! Somebody's gonna make that a hashtag, I'm sure of it. But anyway, remember all the crap that happened with Unity? Forget that happened. Okay, weird stuff happening. 1 year later, the Bent Pyramid. Trust me, this makes more sense later.
You are the Magi from Siwa. I thought Magi was supposed to protect the Pharaoh.
Ow.
I am Magi to no Pharaoh.
That looked painful.
You see this? I can read my own name, Nat.
Oh, that is very painful looking. Rujek the Heron.
Find you. We will find you in your sleep.
Oh.
Sleep. I never sleep. I just wait in the shadows, and I will kill you all. Everyone who sniffed the air that day in Siwa!
Oh. I'm going to call that a migraine. Trust me, this makes a lot more sense later. And now we're fighting a dude. Hipatos, Rujak's bodyguard. Well, he's obviously only fighting us after he... And we're gonna... Ignore all that.
That was a mistake.
Your master was a murderer.
I am his sworn bodyguard. It's a question of honor.
I am the Magi of
This
Siwa.
plays very much like The Witcher 3,
Everyone has the opponent.
honestly. In my opinion. And yes, we will do videos on The Witcher 3 eventually. I will warn that there are the occasional... Oh, shoot. I will warn that there is the occasional boob in this series. However, it's not a main thing, and the only time you see boobs are really just kind of very rare occasions. Some lady will be walking down the street, which makes sense for the time period, I will point out. Ouch. Which is the only reason I think they can get away with it.
A broken weapon won't save you.
Know that.
This place will serve as tomb to one of us. Let it be you.
Get dead.
Let us call truce. You are not the one I swore to kill.
Question of honor. It is a
I like how his like shield thingamajig makes him look like a super high powered dude. When in reality he's just a level 1. Plays a lot like The Witcher. Get dead, scrub.
Anubis awaits you.
Is that adding it automatically to my thing, or would I have to go to it directly? Oh man, it added all the things I don't want. Well, we're not going to be using any of that. In fact, I'm not even going to upgrade any of the things I can technically use now. Blah 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 blah, not important today. How do I already have 3 ability points? That is interesting. I'm going to wait before using some of the early stuff. Okay. Ignore that, I'm going to.
Neck. No way out.
Ah. Very mild lag. Partner. Okay, sure. Okay, we get it.
No footholds here. I need to find a way into another room.
Oh. Oh, there's a thing. By the way, Bayek is officially my favorite assassin.
Somewhere.
Like, you'll see it later, but he is honestly just the coolest of dudes. Now, if I don't remember right, and I don't actually know very much, but if I recall, scarabs are kind of mean. Not in the game, but in real life. But that's just me thinking. Okay, my shield is... Here's Vault! Vault! What do you want, phone? Never mind. Trust me, in my opinion, this game does a great job of ancient Egypt. And Pharaoh agrees with me. Pharaoh's a better expert on that stuff, but meh. I'm the one doing the video, I will give my own opinion, even if it's pretty much the same.
This must have been built centuries upon centuries ago.
It still has the kind of occasion... I will say that it still has some derpiness when it comes to typical assassin climbing, jumping thingamajig. But on the bright side, it is not as bad as I have encountered in some other games. And I don't mean Unity, I have yet to play that. Or Syndicate. I know Syndicate, from what I've read, like, its sales were hampered. Like, it...
Up there. Light.
I don't want it to drop the torch. I like the torch. I'm going to climb up you. But, Syndicate was actually shown to... Hey, Ra, how you doing? Oh, Lord. Oh, that was totally on purpose, by the way.
This wall.
Get shreked. Like, Syndicate was shown to directly affect, sales of... to have sales directly...
Of course.
Sales affected directly by, Get shreked! Get shreked! Get shreked! And we're even more shreked. I always forget to lock targets in this. Oh, and you will see that now that combat is so much better than whoopsie. I missed. Get dead. Oh, I thought that was an AT-AT walker for a moment. From Star Wars, and then I realized, wait, this is ancient Egypt, that's a camel. Hey, friend. Oh, geez, cutscene. But anyway, what I was saying was, I'll let them just did he.
I see you have made new friends.
Yes.
They were setting up an ambush. It's a good thing I came to welcome you, huh? It's been months.
Good friend.
Look at that beard, huh?
It is a glorious beard.
Nearly a year, my friend.
Feels good to get out and fight. I am out of practice.
Sure.
In Siwa, anyone differs to the soldiers on pain of death, or worse.
I've killed one of the masked ones. The heron.
Isn't that a bird? Hieroglyphs.
Oh, more.
Oh, hey, there's a scorpion. Hi.
It has been a long road. You need
The
rest.
Eye of Horse badge.
No. No rest. Not until all the masked one's guts lie baking in the sand.
God.
That's a way to make jerky, I guess. No, that's terrible. But anyway, what I was saying was,
Where is your mouth?
hold on, there's a thing to loot over here. Anyway, combat has been greatly improved. Excuse me, Scorpion. I don't think I can get stuck. Did I squish him? Wait. Oh my goodness, I have not seen that. You can step on a scorpion, and he will squish. That is amazing. Woohoo, there.
Ah. There you are, boy.
Roach. No, wait, no, that's Witcher.
Let us go, Sonny.
But
How
anyway,
have you been holding up since I left?
autopilot.
Ah, it has been difficult, Bayek. Without you, the villagers look to me to keep
But anyway,
soldiers.
combat is weird. But anyway, I actually wanted to play Syndicate, but I didn't have anything to play it on, except maybe PC. But it was shown that its sales were negatively affected by
I'll do what I can.
nudities,
Don't forget, I have
awfulness.
my own justice to
I honestly thought Syndicate looked pretty good, but Origins is gorgeous. It is gorgeous in views and in its scenery and in its just amazingness as a game. But anyway, there was something I remembered is we actually have a copy of Rome Total War that we found at a pawn shop. Well, I mean, it didn't come with the game, but everything else in the box was there. Jesus Christ. But it had a map of like the Roman thing at the time, and it specifically and on the map it showed a bit of North Africa, and Siwa was specifically pointed out, and I thought that was interesting.
Welcome home. Siwa has missed you.
But yeah, I found that interesting. I would also like to point out that ancient Egypt was ancient even when it was still around. Like, Egypt was around for ancient Egypt was around for a very, very long time, to the point of where
Villagers are drained of life.
this is the time of Cleopatra and Rome and all that stuff, and Caesar and them. And to make it clear, the time to this time, the birth of Cleopatra
Let's not attract attention.
was actually, whoops, get out of the way. Why is my game lagging? I think it's because I'm recording. I'll probably have that fixed. But anyway, this is just gorgeous.
What do you think you are doing? Are you going to go to your house?
Nothing there for me.
I'll probably use a different recording
Tell
software
me
next
about the
time.
ibis.
Medunamun.
The ibis.
He is the plague on the oasis. As you can see,
What was I saying?
soldiers have become more brutal.
Like when Cleopatra was born, the day of her birth is closer to the invention of the iPhone than the building of the Great Pyramids. I'm going to have to change recording software or something. Get out of the way. But you know your civilization is ancient when stuff that was built, that there is stuff from the same civilization that is ancient. That is just ridiculous. Give me a moment. I'm going to switch software. Okay, this should be working. It indeed is working. So let us continue to follow our friend.
Leave your mount. You will not stray far. Go ahead, Oni.
Casually walking into place.
Rest, my friend. It has been a difficult day.
I have no interest in rest.
That wouldn't be fun.
Prepare for this man.
Hepzibah! Hepzibah! Once again, the soldiers!
Are they being dicks again?
Marabia!
I am worried about you.
Ah, you know me, eh? You should be worried.
Look at you. Cuts, contusions.
I'm fine.
Sit. 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 I'll take care of you.
You
Jeez.
haven't changed.
And I've always patched you two up. Made excuses to your parents. Times have changed, but you, I can count on.
Bayek is quite literally the coolest of dudes, I swear. He's like, okay, fine. With the sponge. Did they have sponges? That doesn't... Is that even the sponge or is that just a rag? I mean, it would have to essentially be a sea sponge.
Slumbering Osiris.
Did we just completely forget about the soldiers?
Rabia patched me up and
I let you sleep. You need to be alert to tangle with Medunamun.
Medunamun. These names are great. Have a bow.
See if you like it. Best spot to hit is right in the head. One of the dummies is sturdier than the other. More arrows to wrap over there.
And headshot. Glorious.
Good.
I know how to use bow. Hello, lady. You are bald.
Soldiers are coming for you.
Go. Come, quickly.
Working on it. Hey, Scrubs. By the way, just for those who don't know the ancient Egyptian history, this is Alexander the Great, who is Greece, conquered Egypt, and then when he died, Ptolemy, which is one of his generals, got Egypt, and then it created the Ptolemaic dynasty because Ptolemy essentially decided to be a pharaoh, and his dynasty was created. So this is after.
Neck. They will find my letters and burn down.
So this is after.
Executed.
Don't worry.
After Egypt was conquered by the Greeks.
What's that? Who's
Greeks.
Keep low.
And was so Greece Alexander the Great conquered Egypt, and then it became kind of its own thing again. And with Ptolemy in charge. But so there's a lot of in some areas there's a lot of Greek influence. Get wrecked. You will notice that I do not have a hidden blade. This is by design.
Do not leave
So-
the bodies out in the open.
Origins is too bad. Origins is again quite literally the origins of the Assassin's Brotherhood. So at the current moment, the Assassins, or not even the Assassins under a different name, do not exist. What a glorious hero, the organization he exists under right now is the Magi, which in the Old Kingdom were the protectors of the Pharaoh, but at least by this point, and I haven't researched it enough, they were kind of phased out and replaced by well, I guess they called them the Ptolemies, I guess, or something. And, so yeah, so he's, like, part of an order that pretty much does not exist anymore. Which, I mean, is great and all. Was I able to go through that door? Doors have never been very cooperative with me in this game. Nope, didn't think so. Shoop-a-doop-a-doop. Do it the old-fashioned way.
That does it.
Thank you.
We are
Bayek.
very close.
I told you these Nakatiyadids do not care.
I cannot believe they're
It is sad. Come upstairs. I will show you all the
What was I
Magi
talking about? I
duties at
forgot.
Siwa.
I had to pause. So another thing that this game does, differently from
All
Assassin's
the
Creed
problems
games,
of Siwa
I'll just
are
let him
here.
talk. That's not a lot of
I
problems,
try to help
actually.
everyone, but it is more than I can do.
So you are telling me you do not have the powers of a god?
Huh.
But the real problem is that man you want to kill. Majunimon. The people were hopeful when you first arrived. Sure.
Hey, does that look familiar? Looks like an apple of Eden to
We
me.
soon learn the truth, actually.
I just had an idea. Why don't I play for YouTube? Why don't I play the
Fear for the safety of your family.
I
will move them
games in chronological order of what I have, at least of what I have.
That is the man you're up against.
That would be interesting. I think I'll do that.
Find him and kill him.
Explains why I'm doing origins first. Other than that, I like it.
And he is surrounded by the finest soldiers.
I do not care.
You'll be killed.
No fucks
You
are
need to
given
be tougher if
today.
you want to murder that spindly shit. For sure, you'll need better armor.
I can make that myself.
Weapons are more difficult. The soldiers took everything in the village.
I will talk to the blacksmith.
Yes, Benipe can certainly make something for you. Or Senu.
The mouth animations are definitely not perfect.
Senu is alive.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't typically pay attention to people's lips when
Look
they
who's
talk.
coming.
Senu!
Senu, old girl. In fine form.
Best burb.
Avia has nursed it to health.
I must thank her.
The people are desperate for your help, Bayek. They'll help you if you help them.
I understand.
Eagle. Well, you know how that song and dance goes. Maybe. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Birds! That's completed. Oh, that reminds me of something I was going to talk about. Level up. So yes, this is a lot more RPG than standard. The False Oracle. Boosh. That's level 5. Gear up. Boosh. I'll do that first.
This will be enough. Thanks to Nail.
Did I turn tutorials off? Photo mode. Ooh, that reminds me. Enemy auto level. No, I will do that for the next episode. So, to upgrade your chest plate or breastplate, I don't care. Shoosh. So yes, there's a lot of RPG elements to this, and you know what? Might as well, since we have a thing for extra stuff. These are all stuff I'm not going to use. Not going to use those. Not going to use those. Bows. Not going to use those. Targets. Blah 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 blah. Abilities. I will upgrade those. Ooh, the time skip thing. That's good. Regeneration. Always good. Arrow retriever. That's always fun. And what should we do? Air attacks. Those are fun. Boosh. So, a lot of RPG elements. Badunaman's level. That's okay. Yes. So, ooh, the map. So you also notice there's a lot different from other. So, Ubisoft took some time to learn that these are really good. I do not know. Sorry, I'm getting off on 10,000 different tangents. Shut up. I know. Tangents. But, first off, let me just say, I don't know what these are. What I'm guessing they are. They're definitely something involving birds. And I don't know if there's, like, a way to, like, enter them so you can go and get, eggs? If that's what they're for? If they're for feathers? Climbing is good. Climbing is very good in this game. So yeah, a lot has just changed from... I'm sure you've heard that shit. A lot of heard from shit. No, I do not mean that. Sorry, Ubisoft. I mean, sometimes yes, but not this time. A lot is different from your run-of-the-mill Assassin's Creed. And synchronize. Ooh, look at that. It looks like Egypt, because it is. W Alt, because Alt is the best. A very interesting Shoosh. Very standard. But anyway. Change. I mean, it looks beautiful, of course. But that's a given. Like, so one thing about Egypt. Sorry. I'm not gonna click your over, but that's one of my points of, like, you'll occasionally see a woman just walking around homeless. They're very rare, though. And it is appropriate for time period. So other things have changed. I'm losing train of thought. Oh yeah. So it is a lot more RPG than other Assassin's Creeds. The quests, the majority, instead of just being the standard fetch quest or escort quest or kill quest of standard Assassin's Creed side quests, many of these actually have meaning and actually interesting storylines, and it's actually pretty interesting, in my opinion. And a lot of things to show you the world. I'll talk about more of this later. But, I'm just running around right now. Combat. Yeah. I just love this game. So I think that will be all for this episode. This has been Shadowkus of Farrakhan Studios. I'm out of here.